Hello traders, welcome to Small Trades, where we trade small for big gain. Today I'm doing a recap for Thursday, October 2nd. We traded Nasdaq futures, minis, and micros as well across multiple prop firms. Today was a mixed day. It was kind of rough at the beginning. I'm going to quickly show you some of the charts and how we traded today's price action. First off, we started with my funded futures. This is a funded account that I'm showing you. 50K. We traded micro lots. Now, if you've watched some of our videos from the past, you know how I trade. I trade AOS setups. Those are areas of support where I look for a bounce. So I find them here. If you watch my videos, you'll see how I find those. And this is how it started. The market opened up 9:30 a.m. We had the AOS right here. I'm going to quickly zoom in. We had a quick scalp here. In and out. Second one, in and out at the second level. And I try to set them up pretty much to have trades to go on autopilot, because the trades would just go up, down, and then up, down, up. So it's a kind of a ladder system. And until obviously we reach the bottom. All right, but on the way down, we just pretty much take scalps from the market. And it worked out okay here. First trade great, second trade great. Market keeps on going down. Here's the third trade. All right, it's at the bottom of here. Given that this was already traded, I should have probably removed it, but because this is going quickly, I probably didn't have time to get out of this trade. So anyhow, we get stuck in this trade, but that's okay. What I usually do is I have another trade set up right on the next level, the next AOS, and here's the next AOS. The mistake I made on this trade is I think manually I figured, well, if I'm stuck here, I'm going to add here. This is not AOS, right? This is just a blank area where just emotions took over. I figured, oh, well, let me just add it because, the market is very bullish. It just sold off a bit, a lot here. We're down about what? About 50 or so points. We can get a nice scalp from here, right? Well, I was wrong. Price went down here. Now, if I haven't added here, right, I would have gotten here. I would have gotten out right here. Right, because usually that's where my stop would be, the target right above this area. I would have gotten out here, and I would have had, instead of 3 micros, I would have had maybe 1, maximum 2 micros. The price continued going down. I added another here, and I had another opportunity to get out here, but I didn't because I was stuck with that extra micro here, 1 or 2 micros, which should have not been here. Anywho, the price, it is what it is. Price was moving quickly, so there was very little time to react. We had this trend line, so I kept adding on the way down. And these are our AOS areas as well here. So here we got in. This should have been out. There's another in. Could have been out. And actually, I did pick one up here. And I got out here, okay? I'm not sure what happened here. I guess I should have had my target closer here, but the market was selling off so quickly. I think I just left them as they were instead of adjusting these. Okay, so that was my mistake, and the market just continued selling off to the point where I exited some of those positions, but then I pretty much reached some of my targets here and closed out of this whole trade. We still had a few micros here, so I ended up adding lower here and trading my way out of this. So some multiple trades here to the upside, traded some bull flags, and that was pretty much the bottom right here. Okay, so the market sold off over what, 200 points. It was kind of in a matter of 10 minutes or so, so it was very fast, but I continued scalping up, and I was able to pretty much catch these nice longs to the top, and I kept adding at AOS and exiting out at higher highs. At the end of the day, I think we were about $700 or $800 down. I made a lot of this back. So look, if you could look at my P&L here, you'll see I had about $813 in losses, and I made $673 back. So we're only down $139 on the day for this account. If I had traded minis, but I can't because this is a funded account, I'm only allowed to trade one mini, so I had to just go with micros. I could have probably scalped out of this, but at the same time, I saved my account from blowing it. Okay, so it worked out in the end. Just a small loss. Hopefully tomorrow or the following days we'll be able to make that loss back and not break our account. Okay, so that's one trade. Now, when I noticed here, once we sold off in this area, and I noticed that we were starting to accelerate to, to go higher, I started switching. I switched over also to my take profit trader and decided to scalp here. And again, using our AOS setup system, we're able to take some nice scalps here. Okay, so here's our first scalp. Got in here. We got in here, got out. Got stuck in here. All right, again, similar situation as I showed before where I got stuck at the bottom of AOS. It's okay, we added another micro and another one. We exited here, which is perfect, with a little bit of loss, but this is part of management. Then the next one we get out here, and next one we get out here. So we're all out of this position with a profit. Then again, small trade right here. Should have kept it because look at this run afterwards. Anyhow, no worries. Can't fixate on those things. And I think towards the end of the day, we took another scalp. Again, this came to our AOS, out. Okay, same thing, came to our AOS, out. Quick trade, right? 1, 2 micros, out, out. Okay, really nicely. Similar situation here, in, out. In, out, out. All right. I think here I got a little bit over optimistic. I drew out this triangle saying that, look, the price might dip in here, and this is where we should go long. All right. So I set up a bunch of trades down here. I was hoping for the market to go down to this trend line to test it. But looks like market decided to turn bullish. It tried to go in there. But then trapped a lot of shorts and just started going up from there. So we got in, out, out, in, out, in, out. Nice. This all worked pretty well here throughout the day. Just lots of these little scalps here with the micros. And towards the end of the day, I think this is the last half hour of the market open. I was waiting for that volatility to pick up in the power hour, plus the last 10 minutes of the market open. We got, again, market came down into our AOS, and 2 micros, out. Again, same story here. AOS, out. AOS, right below it, out. Out. Okay, so we got bunch of nice trades. And on evals, I traded some minis. That was certainly more profitable because because of the leverage you get, and I got quick trades here. Same thing, traded across our system here, and I made $400 on this account, and not $440 on this account. Okay, you can see the trades. I only took few trades. It worked out great, AOS. $418. Some trades here. Worked out perfectly using our AOS system. $455. Okay, so pretty much across the board, we had positive numbers. There were a few accounts that I should mention. There were Topstep accounts. I was trading minis at the market open, and I got burnt there. I blew 2 accounts. One was funded, one was eval. Um, the only, I guess, silver lining there is that I, with the Topstep, I did take out the funds, or the payout. So that's good. I got the payout. I've only been trading it for the last 3 days now. So here I'm showing you so you can see it. So I'm trying to be transparent here. So I took a payout right here where I have $310. I took that money out, and then I made about $600-700 over the last 3 days. So I ended up blowing it. So I'm not gonna be able to get this payout. And the same thing. And this is eval 150K. I mean, we had a couple of $1,000s in that account. So we lost that. And like I said, the silver lining is I did take out money from this account, so I did, the return investment was still nice. I spent a couple of $100s on this account, and I got, I think, over $1,000 on this payout. I think it was 1,200 or 1,500. So not bad in terms of return investment. So also, we got a soft stop here on this My Fund of Futures account. This is eval. We've been trading it for a while now, up and down, up and down. Hopefully we'll do better. We showed this negative $140 that we lost on the funded My Fund of Futures. And I just want to explain the trades that we did for these take profit trader accounts. Okay, there's 2 funded accounts. We should be able to take some of this money out hopefully by tomorrow. And we've been trading this account nicely, a couple $100 a day, not bad. And these are evals. They're part of a new challenge that I'm doing. I want to add these to our arsenal so that we can continue trading these. Hopefully we don't blow as many accounts. Like I said, we blew 2 accounts today. I want to see how we can do better, how we protect ourselves from blowing accounts. All right, if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. I would certainly like to see what you guys do, protecting your accounts from getting blown. Again, it's better than losing real money. So these are just essentially points that I'm losing. Again, the accounts do cost money, so it does it up when I blow them. But again, it's not real money. It's just whatever is in the sim funded account that you lose, minus obviously your expense on the account that you spent to buy that account with a prop firm. All right, so all in all, again, it was a mixed day. I feel like I could have done a little bit better. In the morning, I mean, it was very tricky. Market just sold off 200 points. I mean, it was grinding up nonstop the whole time. It looked really strong. It was hard to imagine for the market to just go down that fast. I thought there was going to be definitely some bounces, and straight $200 down without any real news. It was a little bit tricky. I think that's just a lot of people who were trying to take their wins. They probably maybe went long last night and just want to take their profits this morning, all right, at the market open. I think that's what happened. Overall, the market, I think, was closed green, so I think people did okay here today. But in the first part of the morning, it was tough, and it's interesting because a lot of times, it's hard to say, right? You could say, well, don't trade in the morning, trade late in the day. And it's kind of random because a lot of times, like with my Topstep accounts, I actually trade them first thing in the morning with the minis because I feel like there's still some clarity to the market before news start coming out, things like that. So I do take those quick trades in the morning while the market is volatile and moves quickly. You can get in and out real quick and do some scalps. So it has been working for me in the past. I just don't know what happened today. And I was up on the 150K eval. I think I was up $200-300 before I blew it. So it's a little bit unfortunate. I think one of the things I've done, I think I've increased my my target on my 50K also eval to over $100. Normally, I think I had it at about $57. And today I increased it to $100 because thinking, well, let me just take fewer trades and be done. I think that might have been my mistake there because, as you could see with micros, I was able to get out on a bunch of those trades, where in here I must have gotten stuck because of the $100 versus $57 profit target. And again, I think that part of it was because there's all these commission and fees that affected me yesterday. I was reading about how much prop firms take away from profits. So 50, they say you have to trade at least a minimum of $50 profit that day, or $100 in profit that day. But in reality, it comes out to be that there's a 20-30% commission, so you have to go above that price. So I was trying to game the system by just trying to make more on each trade instead of taking base hits, minimum base hits, like $50-$60. And I think that in the end I had to pay the price for that. Okay. All right, so that's my opinion. That's what I think happened. I'm gonna try work with that in the future and see. But again, 200-point drop in Nasdaq instantly, wipes any account, especially if you trade in minis. Even with micros, you see I hit that soft stop with my funded futures. I was able to manage that in my funded account, luckily, but other accounts with minis had a hard time. It's when the sell-off happened. Afterwards, I came in with my take profit trader accounts. They were only 25K accounts, but I was easily trading them once the ATR dropped. So I guess that would be a suggestion to myself and to others. Maybe look for the ATR to slow down if you're looking to trade minis. So do not trade it when it's above 20 ATR, okay? Because whenever it's over 20, I think it was hitting 30 ATR today during the day, especially first part of the morning. That's just going too fast there, okay? So you want the ATR to be below 20 in order to trade quick scalps, especially with my system that prevents the market from kind of speeding through my stop signs that I set up there, okay? I hope that helps, and I'm trying to kind of journal this for myself so I remember this in the future. All right, thank you for watching my recap analysis of the market. I will see you next time. Again, I trade Monday through Friday at the market open, so be sure to check in and see how we trade here. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye bye.